Hello, beautiful people. Good morning and welcome to my channel. Kindly subscribe, like the video, and drop a comment in the comment section. Today, we're going to look into an HR attrition dashboard using the Power BI. So, attrition means the number of employees they are leaving a company due to one or more reasons. So for this data set, we would like to look at 6 reasons why employees are leaving. We'll look at attrition by age range. We'll look at attrition by department, attrition by education, attrition by business travel, attrition by marital status, and attrition by gender. We'll also look for the attrition rates. We'll look for the attrition count. We'll look at the total number of employees and we'll look at the active employees. So let's get in our data. So click on get data and the file is a text slash CSV, comma separated value. So we'll click on this and I'll go through my desktop to look for the file and I have it here. HR at analytics data. So let's open it. So this is what our data look like, and you can see that everything are submerged in just one particular column. Definitely we'll have to transform this. So let's transform our data. Let it take us into Power BI, Power Query Editor. And here we are. We're here in the Power Query Editor. So let's start. Sorry, we have to split this. So we have column one, we have age, attrition, business, value, and so vital. So by clicking column one, come down to split column, and we want to split by delimiter. Now let's notice that what is separating each of them is a space, or you can call it a tab. So the delimiter has to be a tab or a space. So right click here, go down to split column by delimiter. And now IntelliSense that's already shown that is a tab that is separating them. So let's just go to OK. Ta-da! Our data is in their individual columns. Now we notice we don't have a column header. We have column 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, and so on. And we have our header on row 1, age attrition. So we need to use first row as header. And if you're still on your home page, you can see it up here. Use first row as headers. Just click on this and we have this now. So let's get to the business of the day and let's start working. We're going to do some conditional formatting. Now we see we have age from 18 to 60. Instead of us to work with values like this, I would like us to do a formatting. We're going to group these ages. Next, we have our attrition where we have no and yes. Let's confirm yes. So we're going to make them numeric values, but we're still going to keep this column. We'll change no to 0. No means the employee is still in the company. We're going to change yes to 1. Yes means yes, the employee has already left the company. Okay, the next one we're going to look for attrition by business travel. Okay, and we have 3 groups: non-travel, travel frequently, and travel rarely. Okay, we'll leave it at that. Next, we have departments, and we're using Power BI where the spaces are limited. So we are going to change human resource to HR. We'll change research and development to RD. Next, we have education. We have education and education field, but we would like to use education instead of education field. So we have 1, 2, 5. We're going to also format. 1 means below college, 2 means college, 3 means bachelor's, 4 means master's, and 5 means doctor. Okay, here we have our employee number, and this is definitely our primary key. So we'll take it to the beginning and change the data type. Next, we want to look at attrition by gender, and let's confirm how many genders we have. We have female and we have male. Okay. Then also, we'd like to look at attrition by marital status. We want to confirm, is there more of the divorced that are living, or the married, or the single? Okay, and that's all. So let's start our conditional formatting. First, we would like to format age. So go to add column, click on conditional column, and let's change this to age range. So if age is less than or equal to, and let's use the 25, then what's the output? The person, this age bracket are youths. Let's add a clause. If age is less than or equal to 35, this group are young adults. Let's add a clause. If age is less than or equal to 45, what happened? These are, um, let's say, adults. We have the last else. If they're not in this age bracket, they're not elderly. So we have four. We have youths, young adults, adults, and elderly. So click on OK, and we have it here. And we see. Let's confirm we have everything. Yes, what more? So we have adults, elderly, young adults, and youths. Okay, our data type is undefined, so we're going to change it to text. So next, we're going to go to departments. Okay, let's do attrition. So I click on this and say duplicate column. So let's say this is attrition count. So we want to use replace value, and click on yes, click on replace value. We want to replace yes with 1. Okay, and we can see all the yes now are 1, and we want to replace no with 0. Okay, and data type has to be what? Text. I'm sorry, one number. Okay, so we have that. The next, this travel rarely, you see travel underscore rarely, so I don't want an underscore, I want to dash in between them. So place value on it. So let's just write travel. Oh, I don't think we need that thing, so let's just use it like that. And frequently also we want to, can even just do this, Ctrl C, make it here, Ctrl V, and let's remove that underscore, travel frequently. Okay, So next, we want to do that for department. We want to change research and development to RD, or let's say R&D. Okay, so R and D. And we want to change human resource to HR. Replace value HR. Okay, so next we want to do a conditional formatting or column, sorry, on our education. So let's say we have education range. So if education is equal to 1, so what is the output? So if it's 1 and the person below college, add class. If education is equal to 2, what is the output? College. Add a class. If education is equal to 3, what is the output? Bachelor's. Add a class. If education is equal to 4, master's. Else, doctors. Doctor. Okay, so let's change this to text. This is what we have. So let's confirm we have everything we need for our analysis. We have the education range, good. We have age range. We have the marital status. We have our gender. We have our department and business travel. Okay, I think we're good to go. So let's go to home and close and load. Okay, before we do that, let's go back to our employee number. I told us this is going to serve as our primary key. So let's take it to the beginning. Move to begin. Let's change the data type to text. Okay, so we have this here. And let's confirm all our data type. We've done that, so we know that it's absolutely complete. Okay, let's go to home and close and apply. Yeah, 1,470 rows, and we have this here. So let's move on to the next. Okay, let's continue. So I did this off camera. I like deleting the values or the columns I don't need. So I don't have too much columns here. So I've deleted everything that is not needed in the data and left the one I need. So let's get on to the main analysis. Now we are going to get two measures. We're going to get one for the attrition rate and another measure for the active employee. So let's get into it. new measures, and let's get the attrition rate. So the formula for attrition rate, we are going to divide attrition count by the employee count. So to do that, we're going to use the formula divide sum. Use your tab key to come out. We want to divide the sum of what? Attrition count. So this is attrition count. Now close your brackets, comma, sum again. What are we summing? Well, dividing the sum of the attrition count by the sum of the employee count. So let's go to employee count tab. Now we have to close our brackets, put a comma and a inverted or quotation mark just for it to come in properly. Press enter and we have our attrition rate here. So let's create a new measure also for active employee. So let's do that. Active employee. So the formula we're going to use for active employee, we are going to sum the HR count minus attrition count. So sum, I want to sum the employee count, close your brackets, minus sum, use your tab key to call it in attrition count tab, enter. So we have our attrition rate, we have our active employee. Let's start our dashboard. So let's start. Let's change our background color first. So click on format your report page. Click on canvas background. I want to use this. We can't, it's not that visible. We need to go and change the transparency to 9%. So we have this here. So let's get our KPIs in first. We're going to use a card for our KPI. Okay, let's just let's first is okay, let's do auto to employee first. So this is it. So let's format this. Come to general. I want to put our size to 90 and 160. So go to property. The height is 90 and the width is 160. Okay, working with this. Okay, so let's format. Put subcategory labels. Then let's go to call out value. In our call out value, we want to use Comic Sen. We want it bold. And we want the color of our text, more colors. So the color of our text, we're going to input the code. And we want it to be A1D 6E2. Okay. Okay, so let's come to general. Let's go down to title. I'll put on the title, and this is, you can say, total steps. Okay, let's make it bold, and I still want to use Comic Sans. Then the text color, I want to use this for the text color. So next, I want to put off the background. So to put off the background, I'm going to go down to effects and our off background. So you see we have it like this. Then let's go to our visual border. Put on visual border, but I want the color of the visual border to be this. So next, I want to add shadows also, just on the shadow. Okay, so I think I'll increase it a bit, and I think it's okay like this. So we can decide to even add a comma separator for this. So click on, um, let's click back here, click here, add a comma. It's making it too big, so I think we'll just leave it like that without the comma. So click back here. Okay. So next we're going to duplicate this 4 times so we can bring out the rest of our KPIs. So I click on this and say, click on this, Ctrl C, Ctrl V, Ctrl C, Ctrl V, Ctrl C, Ctrl V. So, so want this for total steps. I want another for attrition count. I want another for um, attrition rate, and we want another for average. So we have 5 in total. So let's do this. Just click on this, then come to format your visual. So we're going to remove, sorry, employee count, and let's put active employees. So we'll change this to active staff. So click on general, title, and we'll say active staff. Next, this one will be attrition rate. So uncheck this and check attrition rate. So we need to format this to decimal, but let's change the title first. We'll enlarge it a bit so you can go into it properly. Okay, so look at attrition rate. I'll click on percentage. We don't want any decimal. Okay, so this will be up next we have attrition counts. So check out this and add attrition count. So general, and we want to name this as attrition. Okay, so we need one more. Okay, let's move on to the next. Let's bring out another card for the age, average age. Ctrl V, Ctrl C. Okay, now we're going to remove this and put age. Showing us sum of age. We'll change that to average. And we want it at one number. Okay. For some reason, mine is not, the format is not changing to one number. So without us wasting much time, I will leave it like that. But definitely yours should do that. So let me just leave it at one decimal. And I'll come to general and change the title to average age. Okay, so we have all our KPIs already. Let's start bringing in our charts. The first chart we'll bring out will be attrition by department. Attrition by department. So let's use a clustered column chart. Let's use this. So let's arrange it to fit in here. For that, let's take this up a bit. So click on one, hold down shift, and click on the rest. So we want to take it up because it's just our header that's going to be there. So we don't need that much space. So it's okay like this. So we can take this here now. Okay, so let's continue. Now we want to bring in attrition by department. So we'll take department to our x-axis. Next, we'll take active employee to our y-axis. Next, we'll take attrition count to our y-axis. So we have it like this. So next, we'll do our formatting. So click on the chart, come to format your visual. Let's go to general first, go to property. We want to adjust the size. So let's make it 255, 300. Okay, I think we're okay with this size. Okay, so next, let's put off background. So click on format your visual, and we're going to go down to effects. Under general, effects, we'll off our background. So we have it like that. So next, we need to format the remaining part of the shot. We'll on our visual borders, and we want a line on our visual border. So let's do more colors. And the code we use is think we have that color. I want to use the same visual border. So let's see. I already put it before. Let's just do more colors. A1, D6, E2. Yeah, that's what our visual border will be. Then I think I like the shape like that. Let's don't use a rounded corner. Okay, that's all for here. Then title. Our title is Attrition by Department. And I want this to be Comic Sun. I want it bold. I think this 14 is okay. The text color, I want to put this. I want it in the middle. So I'll click center. Okay, so next, let's format our visuals now. For x-axis, x-axis, let's change this to, let's make it bold. And let's change the text color to this also. Okay. So let's put up the title for the x-axis. We go down the y-axis, off the values, and off the title. Next, we're going to add data labels. So go to data labels and put it on. Next, let's go to the values on data labels. Okay. Let's just make it bold also and change the color to this. Okay. Our chart is looking good. We're good to go. So for this legend, as you can see, it's not that visible. So we need to change the legend. So let's go to, these are now visual. So let's go to our legend. Okay, it's here. So we just click on this, go down to text, and make it bold, and we change the color. Good. So our chart is looking beautiful. The size is okay. The color is okay. And there's nothing else we need to format on this. Next, we just need to change our colors for it to fit to the colors we have here. So color of our columns. So come to column, click on all. Let's select active employee first. So for this, let's go to more colors. And our color code is 199580. Okay, and let's go to this. More colors. And my color should is let's use a warm gray, BC, BA, B. think that's okay. So let's bring in our next chart. And the next chart we want to bring it is going to be a donut chart. So let's click on donut here. Just adjust it to the size. For uniformity, you can let's add our values, then we'll just make it the same size with this. So for this, we're going to take marital status. Let's check attrition by marital status. So um, we're going to take our attrition count. We have it like this. So instead of doing the same formatting, we're just going to use the format painter. So click on this, click on your format painter and drop it here. So we have this. So next we change the title and change the slices. So let's go to our property first. And the size is 255 300. Okay, so they're all the same size now. So let's continue. Let's call our title. And this is Attrition by marital. So we need to change the slices, color of the slices. So let's go to our visuals. We have slices here. So single should be this, married should be this, and the rust should be this. That's all. So next we'll bring in our next chart. And the next chart we want to bring in, we're going to bring in a bar chart. So let's use this. Let's do use a stacked bar chart. Let's use a clustered bar chart. So let's take it here. We'll still adjust the size right. So we want to do attrition by education. So we take education to the y-axis. It came here, so let's just drag it to the y-axis. Next, we'll take active employee to education to y-axis, active employee to x-axis, and attrition count to also the x-axis. So let's just format painter. Click on this format painter and drop it here. So we have it like this. Okay, we're using let's use the education range. I think we created a range for education. That's this. So let's do that. So let's take this off and take education range. It's better this way. So next, let's format the title. So click on this. Click to format your visual. So let's go to property, general property. And we want this to be 255. We'll increase them later. But for now, we want them to be exactly the same size. So let's go to our title. And this is attrition by education. Okay.